this all come together, man? We know we were not expecting to see you here until kind of last minute. You stepped in. Obviously, it's a journey to get here, and man, why take the plunge?
I mean, I guess the real answer is I pretty much offered myself up to fight on short notice because I didn't feel like with my schedule for the rest of the year, I didn't feel like that if I did not take a fight, I would not fight. I have too many guys fighting the rest of the year. So if I didn't fight now, I wouldn't fight for the rest of the year and probably into Q1, Q2. So it just made sense for me. This fight was actually offered to me probably 8 weeks prior to, and I accepted it. And for whatever reason, I got a text saying that the fight was no longer happening, and I think they just needed to. I think they needed to get more of the foreign guys over here to fight, rightfully so, whatever. And then they offered it to me again. I guess it's been like 13 days out. It was last Saturday or last Sunday, my son's birthday party is when I found out about it. So yeah.
Did you have a piece of cake in hand? Or?
Oh man, I actually just I literally just put down. If you guys have ever been to Kansas City, Jack Stack Barbecue is like the supposed to be the best barbecue in all of Kansas City, and we're known for barbecue. So I literally just put down just a huge plate of it. And anyway, it's not huge. That's one of the benefits of me going to 70 is I'm able to make weight a little bit easier. My weight's no issue now, so we're good.
I know that you said like your passion really is almost more coaching than it is fighting at this point. You know what I mean? So, but right here, I mean, you're really making like a sacrifice, right? I mean, you're kind of sacrificing for the good of the team. Your personal fighting, opportunities. I guess. Yeah. I mean, is that difficult for you to make decisions like that?
Well, I think that's the reason why I took it is because I'm not really sacrificing him. I'm gone. I mean, you can't be really gone that long in 13 days. It's just 2 weeks. So.
But you're sacrificing for yourself as a fighter, right? I mean, you're not allowing yourself a full camp. You're not allowing yourself...
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I train every day, man. You know what I mean? I train every day, 5 days a week, and then I train once on Saturday. So I don't... Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not... I don't have a full camp, but it doesn't take me long to, to change that. So I just don't... I don't see that being a factor here. If I told my coach I'm nervous... not for any other reason than I felt like my last time out, I felt like I lost to a guy that I'm better than. And I think I showed that. I mean, I got off the couch and beat a middleweight. I lost to that guy, and the L next to my name really pisses me off, and it keeps me up at night. That's the type of stuff that keeps me up at night. So I can't let that happen again. I can't lose to somebody because of. I can't lose to somebody that I feel like that I'm better than. I feel like I'm better than Trevin. I feel like I'm better than Claudio. And we're gonna see, obviously. You know what I mean? Like that's why we fight. I'm sure he disagrees with that, but yeah, I just feel like it irks me, that I lost to somebody that I'm better than I could beat because of circumstantial time frame to get ready or whatever. So that is the extent of my nerves. It's just like, man, like I don't want to lose another fight that I don't want to lose another fight because of lack of preparation.
Yeah.
So. We'll see. That's why we fight.
What do you think about Claudio's game? He's kind of an interesting guy, right? He doesn't
yeah.
fight a whole lot. I guess maybe not as much tape as there should be for a guy that's been around as long as he has.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty. To me, he's kind of a puzzle. Like when I look at him, I don't see like his ground game is obviously where he's trying to go. He's good on the ground. But I don't see like this. There's nothing that like really stands out to me. You know what I mean? And but he's winning and he's beating good guys. So obviously there's something there. He looks physically strong. Looks like a strong human. His striking isn't overly polished, but what he lacks in technique, he makes up for in power and balls. He just throws. He throws. He throws with trying to hurt you. He's got intent on it. So he's a rather low volume guy. A lot of power shots, a lot of backhand stuff, back kicks, back twos, and I just feel like historically for me, I match up well with guys like that. His wrestling is not great. It's not bad. It's not great though. And his jiu-jitsu is his strong point. I feel like on the ground, I feel like I showed, especially with Sergio, that I can grapple. Really, I think I started as a grappler. People look at me as a striker, I think now. But I started as a grappler. I'm probably a better grappler than I am a striker. But I mean, once again, this is why we fight because I'm sure he's going to disagree with this. But I don't think he's any better than me on the ground. and I do think our striking will highly offset each other whenever I think I'm hard to find. I don't think there's any like one person you can find to like get for me. I switch stances probably 50 plus times around. I just don't see him being able to just, hey, I have a guy that's just like him. It's not going to happen, but I have a bunch of guys that are just like him.
Yeah.
So,
last thing for me, I guess. I mean, we've known you've been going this direction for a long time, right? But I wonder, like, what just your status right now says about your fighting career. Like, how much you think you have left. I mean, you got a world title fight coming up, right? I mean, for the team, and I know your passion is there. So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, do you think about a number of fights left, or what it is still?
I think that's one of the hardest questions to answer in all of this sport. You know, I see guys all the time that are just fighting past where they should. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that guy. I definitely don't want to be that guy. I want to leave on good terms. I want to leave on a high note. I want to leave whenever I'm showing my best work. Or at least, not to that point where it's like, I don't want to name any names, but you guys are, I'm sure the same names in your head are popping up that are the same ones that are popping up in my head. So, I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did. But it's that, the drug, like basically we're a bunch of guys addicted to this drug that we're after. And and if you've never felt it, it's really difficult to comprehend, I guess, unless you've done a lot of drugs. Yeah, it's just it's tough to leave, and I feel like for me it's fairly easier than most, just because it's an obvious segue for me into coaching. So, and I still get that it's a different type of drug, but it's I still get that fulfillment that I've never really had fulfillment from my own career. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make my heart warm. You know what I mean? But like whenever I see a guy like Kevin Kroom or somebody like that, whenever I see him, his dreams come true overnight after, we've been together for 10 years or whatever it is, that fulfills my heart and it makes me happy. And the answer to your question is I'm not really sure, but I feel like I still have a lot to offer the game. I feel like I haven't slowed a bit. I still want to compete. I still feel like I am competing, and I still feel like I get better every time out. Obviously, with the circumstances being correct. So I think the game will tell me. You know what I mean? Like I think there will be a time to where when I go out, I'm like, something was off that time, and I think that'll be like the start of like, let's look at this. And it won't take long for me. I will say that it won't take long for me. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do the thing where we're all like, God, that guy should retire. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do that. I have too much shit on my plate to put out a saturated product for you guys, and I feel like I did that for a long time. At 55, I feel like I was putting out a saturated product for everybody. So anyway, yeah, I don't know, but I think the game will tell me.
What did you make of what happened to Trevin before his last fight? Fainted like right before he walked out.
I'm not sure. He's not a bitch or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like he's a goer. He's fought some good guys. I don't think there was anything other than what we all know, unless you guys know something I don't. I don't think he's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a competitor. I don't have anything but good things to say about the dude. Like when I know I get a little bit bitter about it, but like I have a lot of respect for the guy. I think he's a tremendous athlete, a good competitor, and he's a good fighter. So I don't have anything bad to say. It's more on my end than anything. It's like I just feel like I'll beat him if I have any notice at all.
Have you ever experienced something like that as one of your fighters' nerves right before they walk out?
Is it nerves? Is that what was said?
I don't know exactly what it was, but
no.
His hands were all wrapped, and Kevin Holland found out waiting to walk out.
Yeah, no, I've never had one of my guys experience something like that ever. But shit happens, I don't know the details of that, so it's really hard for me to speak on. But like I don't think that he's like, I don't think he like copped out or anything like that. He's a competitor, man. Like that dude's game. He's down to fight. I think he showed that with beating the shit out of me.
And then do you think it behooves all these current fighters to just stay ready constantly now, given the current climate that fights are falling out?
Jesus Christ, yes. I mean, I said this back in March to my team. I had like every practice we have like a post-practice speech. And I said this for probably, they're like, okay, it's the same shit again every day. But it's so true, though. Like, it's so true. Like, I said this. If you guys go watch any podcast that I did when this whole thing started, I said this is going to be an amazing time for opportunity. Amazing time for opportunity. I said that so many times. I did probably 40 interviews within that time. And because I took every interview and I was like, well, if I'm going to be at home, I'm going to make the best of this. So I literally took every single interview on for like a month straight. Every single one I said, this is going to be a great time for me and my team. And it has been amazing for my team. You know, I have a lot of guys that are taking short notice stuff. We're doing really well. And I feel like that is because my guys stay ready. You know, they are. It's not an option to them. They are required to be in the gym. They are required to set the schedule. You know, to stay on the schedule that we've set for them, and they're required to be ready to take a short notice opportunity to change their life if need be.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Short notice fight, short notice interview, just doing it all.